You've probably been told the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, was spoken in a single voice, a kind of cosmic TED Talk from Mount Sinai. But no, the closer you listen, the more it sounds like a debate in a tent. The flaps are open, the scrolls are scattered, and everyone's shouting over each other. Welcome to what is known as the documentary hypothesis, the idea that the Torah is in one voice, but at least four, maybe more. Four authors, four agendas, four portraits of God, all stitched together into one maddening, magnificent text. So, let's meet the gang. First up, Jay, the Yahwist. Jay's God is down in the dirt, literally. He strolls through gardens, sculpts people out of clay, loses his temper, changes his mind. Think of him as a dad who shows up at your soccer game and sometimes yells at the ref. Then there's E, the Elohist. He is allergic to that kind of intimacy. His God hides behind curtains, communicates in dreams, keeps his distance, more diplomat than dad, more memo than hug. Next, P, the priestly source. P is your friend who insists on making an Excel spreadsheet for vacation. Genealogies, rituals, dimensions of the tabernacle down to the cubit. P's God is cosmic bureaucracy in motion. Robes, incense, schedules. And finally, there's D, the Deuteronomist. He's the firebrand preacher, all caps, exclamation points. He's there to remind you, loudly, that covenant means rules, rules mean punishment, and forgetting God will not end well. And here's the kicker. These aren't subtle variations. These are bold, glaring contradictions. God creates the world twice, and differently. The flood happens twice, with two different sets of instructions for the ark. Sinai? Oh, well, we get that twice too, and with a different name, Horeb. The laws repeat, but never quite match. It's as if the editors shrugged, put down the red pen, and said, let the reader figure it all out. But maybe, just maybe, that is the point. See, scholars used to think these cracks were just sloppy editing, but what if the seams are the genius? The Torah isn't trying to agree with itself. It's showing us what it looks like when a whole people thinks out loud. And the God that emerges? Not polished, not unified. He's as complicated as the people writing him down. Smoke and fire one moment, silent for centuries the next. All compassion one day, swallowing rebels whole next. This isn't a neat doctrinal God. This is a God in motion, a God evolving with his people. So what do we have? Not a monologue, but a parliament. A noisy one. 4 factions, 4 voices, speaking past each other sometimes, correcting, contradicting, and all circling the same urgent questions. Who are we? And who is the one that brought us out of Egypt? The Torah refuses to answer with one voice because identity, both divine and human, is forged not in easy resolution but in the argument. And that's the secret. The contradictions weren't mistakes, they were survival. The editors knew they weren't writing a user manual, they were writing a survival manual. And survival is always messy. The Bible isn't a book, really. It's a bar fight that never ends. And honestly, that's why it's still worth reading.